What's up, bodybuilding fans? Welcome to Texas Bodybuilding News. I'm your host, Jason Martinez. If you're new to our podcast, make sure you subscribe. So you can follow us for the latest bodybuilding news in South Texas and Texas, area. Today's segment is business feature, and I brought my good friend Roger Mesa from the Perfect Body Studio in Harlingen. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Jason, for having me today.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. I've known him for a while. Where we just got into bodybuilding, and we also had the same coach a while too. And I've seen him grow his business from small little studio to where you're at now. So I wanted to bring him on board to talk to about his business and how he got into the fitness industry. So let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you get into the bodybuilding, working out, fitness, aspect of everything?
I'll go back a little bit way back. You know what I mean? I always was in sports, athletics. I was in varsity ball, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? I was always stocky guy. Never had that. I was never that overweight person overall. You know what I mean? I just always loved doing it. It felt good. I mean, that's just something I did
What
overall.
would you play? Football?
Football, yeah, I
Football.
played in small town in Rainville,
Okay.
and I did a little bit in Westlaco too in my junior years, junior high.
Okay.
That's where I was at. Then I went to Rainville, played, finished my ball there. That's where I was at, and then I did mess up my knee, and that's where I messed up. Like it could have been like a college,
Oh,
something
so you
with
had an
college.
opportunity to go
Yeah,
college ball.
yeah, I had opportunities. I had letters that came in and said, you know what, you have the opportunity to listen to this, but
Wow.
that stopped me from that part.
Yeah, I remember with Homer. I didn't realize Homer played for college ball too for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
Homer.
that's that's so you were very a big stocky guy. What
Yeah.
you play? What position
I
you play?
played running back, middle linebacker. That was my. I played both ways. I did a kickoff return, punt return. So I did everything, man.
How much did you weigh at that time?
I weighed like around 170,
You're
160.
solid.
Yeah, so I was always like on the go. They never gave me that rest time.
Yeah. So after you messed up your knee and you didn't play college, what did you kind of do after that, man?
I went through it's a little bit of a downfall. Got into drinking alcohol. Yeah, afterlife, high school kind of punk I went into. Started into drugs, all that bad stuff, you know what I mean? And it was just something that I could never get out of, you know what I mean? And it just one day it just kind of just said, you know what, I need to change something. Got back into running. I was just actually just running. We had a little workout facility there in Rainbow. It was very small. Started working out and started feeling good again, you know what I mean? And one thing that always stuck with me is that I loved the way I felt when I got back into it, the working out, the endorphin, all that good stuff. And I said, you know what? I want to start helping people feel this way. You know what I mean? If I feel that and I can do that to people and help them feel that way, that's a plus. You know what I mean? So that's
Let's get a little, personal about it. Like,
Mhm.
how did you get into the drinking and the drugs? Was it some people you're hanging out with?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Friends?
just people, friends, hanging out with all the, at high school. You're just trying different things. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what's ahead in life. You know what I mean? You're just kind of just going with the flow. I mean, I was way in there. You know what I mean? Like I didn't. There was my mom had to get me out of. I remember one of my friends. I was like they were kicking me out of there. You know what I mean? Because I was just doing that every night. You know what I mean? Back and forth. So it was just it was a loss, but like I told you earlier, it's a win because you're learning something from it, and it's a challenge. Just something that we go through every day. I mean, and we have to learn how to overcome that and just to keep going forward.
What was the turning point that made you snap and get out of that kind of lifestyle?
Um, it was just I just started going to church, started hearing, you know what I mean, just getting into that part, man, and just growing mentally, and just said like I gotta do something different because if not, no, nothing's gonna change unless I do it, and that's like for all of us, you know what I mean.
Mm.
If we don't change something, we can say we can expect for someone to do it for us, do this, do that, but at the end of the day, it's our choice, our decision to change anything we want in life. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes.
And then how'd you get introduced into going to the gym? Is that something you decided to go,
Yeah,
back?
I just started doing it. It was just something that helped me get out of the drugs, all that bad stuff. It's come kind of just helped me get out of like depression and all that. I was just feeling better, getting better, all that good stuff. And it's just something that I love doing after that. Like, yeah, I was never into it that much, but after that, because of what I've gone through, that's helped me overcome that with the working out, with just doing that, eating better, all that good stuff.
And then how did you get into the personal training for the first aspect, first time?
Yeah, Gold's Gym. It was pretty much that's where I was at working out, and they offered me, hey, you want to become a trainer, this and this, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I wasn't in it for the money. It was just more. This was like before, like right now, like everyone wants to do it. It was before any of that. I did it because I wanted to help people, and it was just in my heart, and I was like, yeah, let me try it. Like it wasn't even for the money. It was just helping people. Because, like I said, back to where I wanted to help people feel how good it was to work out and feel better and eat healthy and do all that good stuff.
So you started there at Goats. Did you get certified through them, or you got certified?
No, my separate, I had two certifications, IFPA, which is the basic, and national.
That's
National,
okay.
yeah. So those two I had certifications, and I worked out. I did that, and then I found out what those gyms are all about. Like pretty much, I mean, they keep all your revenue. It's not about you. Transformation to help people, but it's about Goja. So I joined another studio. 6 months after, I said I want to help people. I want to get rewarded for it, and I mean, I want to. So I went to a studio, pay rent there, and that's where I started there. And I just started.
What was the name of the studio?
It used to be with Chris Sanchez actually.
Okay.
Chris Sanchez. She was I forgot what the name was actually. Yeah, it was there on Tyler, right where I started. That was the gym. Like I said, that was the next opportunity that I was given.
I thought it was just a female place for hers.
Yeah, it
It
was, but
was? Okay.
I was calling around people because I wanted to pay rent at another place
Okay.
because I knew the numbers of it, like how it goes. You know what I mean? So I was like, and she said, yeah, you can come in, just pay me rent per month and this and this. I was like, all right, and it was like $500 a month. And
And
so
did you take some clients from Goals that they
nope.
followed you? No, so you started from
No, I
scratch.
started from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah. I started from scratch. Yeah. I started from scratch. Just started. Actually, I worked at what's it called? The mental hospital. So I had clients, coworkers there because I was working another job. This wasn't my full-time job.
Okay.
So I was working there, and I actually got like a group of 5 people. And I said, yeah, come on, this and this, and we'll get a little like group training going on. And just started seeing results. Stay with me, and of course, word of mouth started. People started knowing about it and about me, and then they started wanting to sign up, and it just went from there.
And how long were you there at the studio?
I could say at least 4 years, 4 to 5 years. I could
And
say.
what year was this?
Remember? I've been doing this for 9 years, give or take. Maybe it was 2015, 2014, give or take.
Okay.
That's when I started Gold's Gym, and then I went to the studio.
And you did that? Did you do it full time, or you
No,
still work
I
both?
still
You were
had a
still doing
job.
both.
Yeah, I
So
was
you were
still
doing both.
working at the federal prison in the beginning, and it was working back and forth. And then I worked over here. Once I started the mental hospital working, I would go in at what's called 5 a.m. to go train for 1 hour in the morning, rush home, get ready, and go to my full time job all the way to 3, and then go back again 3 and go finish training at the night. Yeah,
But
so
you had your set clients that will come in
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff
So
like
I
that.
already have my set clients and all that good stuff.
5 years there, cool.
5 years. Yeah.
And then how did it come up to get your own place? How did that start?
They gave me the opportunity. Chris was leaving. They said, "Hey, we have this opportunity. You can pay rent, and you can take over the place, and you'll be managing the place." So I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Hey, let's do it." You know what I mean? I'm down for it. You know what I mean? So I did it. I took over it and just started managing. And that's where you find out business is not always what everybody thinks. Every part of the business, not just so,
It's you have to love what you're doing as
yeah,
a business owner. I mean, 'cause you're gonna put long hours. You're gonna have your ups and downs. You know,
yeah.
everybody thinks it's all rainbows and sunshines. No, it's not.
It's not,
You know.
and that's what I tell people all the time. Like, you gotta make sure that this is what you love to do, because if not, you'll get tired
Yeah.
fast. You'll get tired, you won't love it, and it's gonna be like any other job that you're dwelling to go to the work. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, like right now, I don't even, I do a couple hours at my gym, but I can take over and I still love it. Like, I get into the group training, they're cheering them on, this and this, and I just love doing it. It's because I did it from back then when it wasn't paying me nothing, and I always loved it. So now even more, you know. So
And what was the name when you first started? Your first started the same name?
the always,
So
yeah,
like
and the reason we call it perfect body is not because of a perfect body; it's just a perfect mind, body, and soul.
okay.
So that's what it really stands for. So it doesn't mean necessarily some people think a perfect body, but no, that's what it stands for. To have a perfect body, you need all three components.
And when you took it over, it was just you. You were the only trainer for
Yeah,
what? For how long?
yeah, I will. I would say like 2 years.
So you did that there at that
Yeah, for
location.
so yeah, and then I started getting like assistants to help me out overall, like just to help me because it was just too much for me by myself. So that's what I did for a while, and then from there, that's when I started actually hiring trainers.
And how many clients at the peak time? How many clients did you have at one time, like per month and stuff?
Oh, like for the whole month,
Yeah, like what was your peak? Like, oh man, I
oh,
had
I could say like 40 to 50.
at a per month.
Yeah,
And it were all mainly group training, or you had a couple one on ones
couple
also.
of one-to-ones, couple of one-to-ones.
So the group training was one
That was
that
a
the
yeah,
bread and butter.
yes, yes, that was the best one that we had. Yeah.
And then you move locations, or
Yeah, I moved locations. Actually, before I did move locations, and that's when I went full time. I was still at the mental hospital working there. Um, and I tore my pec when I was trying to compete. So that was my opportunity. Like it was like just a sign and God's sign and everything, man. Because I told myself when I wasn't, I believe it or not, I tore my pec, had surgery, was in a sling, and the next day I was training. Literally, like I
Well,
was
let's talk
literally
about your body. Yeah, let's
out.
talk about your bodybuilding career then. Like
Uh,
when did that come to part? Like when did you decide like to get into the bodybuilding? I mean, you were a trainer, you had your studio,
mhm.
but getting into the bodybuilding mindset, that's a different ballgame. So how did you
Yeah.
get into that, or who
I
introduced you to that, or
I just wanted to go to that next level. I knew it was going to help my business. I knew it was going to spark up a fire for the business. I had David Swander, one of the best here in the valley, guided me in my first competition. Told me that he could get me where he did, and he did. He got me where he followed the whole process. We did that competition, then we bulked up, and we're getting ready for the next one. And that's when I told.
what was the first show that you decided to do? What show
I
was
think
that?
it was in 2017, if
Okay,
I'm not mistaken, give or
and
take.
what show was that?
The Iron
The
Classic
Iron
here,
Classic.
here in McAllen.
And you were doing bodybuilding, really? You were
Bodybuilding,
bodybuilding.
yeah, I did open bodybuilding, yeah.
And let's talk about how, because you hadn't never prepped. You never
Never,
like, did you diet at least a little bit when you'd work out,
I
or it
would,
was
but
just.
it wasn't really. I thought it was dieting, but it wasn't dieting.
So how did that change for you? Like
A
getting into
lot.
the prep life,
It was awesome. I mean, I'm a person of routine and structure, and I'm very coachable. So he picked up that real fast on me. So he knew that he had that opportunity as well with me because I was going to follow everything. Because whatever he said, I was going to follow it, and I did to the T.
Yeah.
And my body changed dramatically within the 2 to 2.5 years I was with him. Like it was a
So you did a good first. You bulked for a good while. Like you
Mhm.
tried to put some size on, you
Yeah.
know. So
Well,
you
I shredded, did my show, then I bulked up.
oh, so you went straight to the to do a
Yeah, just
show.
the first show, yeah. It
Okay.
wasn't even like, because I already had the frame. So he said, let's just do the show.
Well,
And it was
what weight did you start at?
like when I
Right when you
first,
first started with
like
him.
220, 215, but I had more fat than anything.
Okay,
And then when
and
I
then your
shredded,
show.
yeah, I was at like 180, 185, but I was like 4% body fat.
What was that, light heavy? Was it
Light
light
heavy,
heavyweight?
yeah.
And what you place her?
I placed second. That was my show that I did, and yeah, it was an amazing. I loved it. It felt like I was back in football again.
Yeah.
That adrenaline rush on the stage and all that good stuff. I loved it. It was something that.
What did you not like about prep, and what did you like about prep? You know, because there's always there's something that we don't like doing, you know, or there's something that, oh man, I
don't
love doing.
don't
Yeah.
like doing the like just in general with the prep or just like
Yeah, and the
overall.
prep, like when you're in prep, was there something you just like
The
dreaded
main
doing?
the main thing I was fine with everything. The main thing I didn't like is I couldn't do things with my family.
Yeah.
That would suck. My kids were small still, and I was losing out on those memories. So that was a rough part on me, but I had to sacrifice for what the business is now, so it paid off. So I knew that in my mind.
And that's one thing about bodybuilding itself. It is a selfish sport, you know. I mean, if you're really trying to achieve, you know, that pinnacle, you gotta focus, completely focus,
Yeah, yeah, you got to.
and you know, things you gotta sacrifice some things, you know. Like you said, we found that same thing with me, man.
Yeah,
But that's one thing that this sport is. I mean, it could become
yeah,
selfish a
yeah.
little bit,
I
you know.
can. It can be
You know.
very selfish. You can. I mean, feels like you know what you're just by yourself, and you literally are. I mean, but you still need that support system
Yeah.
overall. You know,
And how did she take the fact that you wanted to do a show? Like, when you first told her, like,
Uh,
I want to do a bodybuilding show.
She
What did
didn't
she say?
really,
She
she
didn't, she
didn't,
didn't
she didn't want to
understand.
accept it.
She didn't understand. Like, what are you talking about? What is it? Because she didn't know
Yeah,
what
she
was
didn't
that.
know about it. So yeah, she didn't know him, but now she sees the whole picture. You know what I mean, but sometimes we got to do those things, and you know what I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it, the bodybuilding. I loved every aspect of it, of the training part and all that good stuff. Of course, it's just I would tell y'all make sure y'all don't get injured. You know what I mean. You want to make sure that you take care of yourself as much as you can, because injuries will just keep you back, and sometimes you can't come back. You know,
Well, let's talk about that. Like, so that was after your show. Then you got into
the
growth
bulking,
season,
yeah,
bulking with David.
yeah.
So tell us what happened. How did you tear your pec?
We just went heavy. You know what I mean? We were lifting like I think it was like 4 or 5, 4 to 500. I'm not sure. I don't really remember the amount. You know what I mean? And just roughing it out, and it just tore, man. It was crazy, yeah. And then even at that, it was from the bone, so pretty much it wasn't even attached no more. My chest was like this.
And you had to have surgeries.
Yeah, I had surgery, and actually, there was a crazy story about it because I went to my doctor, and the doctor was on vacation, and the PA told me, "Oh no, it's gonna recover." And I was like, you don't need to be a genius to know that you need surgery."
Yeah.
And she actually told me she was gonna recover like that.
It wasn't even attached, and you're gonna recover. Yeah, it would if it was like a slight
Yeah,
tear, but it was still
but
attached.
this one was like
But
fully,
or
yeah.
even sometimes when it's like the ligament like slightly tear. I mean, yeah, the ligament will eventually heal, but if it's right off the bone, you need surgery, man.
Yeah, and then when the doctor came back, because I had gone a couple of times, and the doctor said, "Oh no, you need to go to the surgeon. You need to get surgery. Get out of here." So
So
yeah,
you had surgery like right away.
now it took like a month. Like remember, the doctor was on vacation,
Okay.
so it took like almost 2 to 3 weeks before I even got to see him actually, so he can send me out to get a surgery.
And what was the pain like throughout that time? Like
It
waiting
didn't
it
hurt.
didn't hurt. No.
It didn't hurt, and I tolerate pain pretty good, but I didn't hurt me like to say like, oh shit, no. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would take like motion here and there, but nothing more than that.
And when you were like see it, you were like it was
Yeah,
just weird or
felt
what?
weird. Yeah, it felt uncomfortable or awkward because it wasn't the way it should be, real
Yeah.
tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was
And
crazy.
then when was it? Do you remember the year that happened?
I don't remember. I just know it's like from COVID was like in 2000, right? Give or take.
2019 to 2000.
Yeah, so it was like from 14 to 19 in
Okay.
that gap.
And after you had surgery, how long did it take you to recover, man?
Around 8 months, 9 months. I couldn't lift nothing. I lived pure legs. That's all I could do for the most part.
And then did you do physical therapy?
Yeah, I did physical therapy. I should have gone through the whole thing, and I regret it now. But I only went maybe like 8 weeks, and I stopped. And I was working with bands and all that good stuff. But now, like my chest is so tight, like it's like my
It's
shoulder
over.
blades are like this, one's
Okay.
up because of this side's pulling too much because didn't stretch it the way I
Well,
was
you
for
should
the
have.
first. Yeah, yeah. But I still can work out and everything, so it's not a bad thing.
Okay, so then after that, after you recovered and everything, did you think to yourself, well, I want to get back into bodybuilding?
Yeah, it crossed my mind again, and I said, you know what? I need to get a coach. I need to get somebody to help me out, and I wanted to get to the next level kind of thing. So I was like, and that's when I saw that factory was with you, and I was like, hey, let me contact this guy, see what's going on with me. And I got with him and everything. I mean, and he got my body for 8 weeks. We're prepping. Well, we did like a little, like just to get ready for a show, like bulking, and then we went to the actual what's it called the prep.
Right. Well, what show were you getting ready for?
I think it was the one in Austin Adela.
Okay, look up.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when I was trying to get ready, and then and I was good because I had in my mind that I wasn't ever because of my tear because actually right here you have I guess they tore a piece because it was ruptured,
Mhm.
so they had to tear a piece of the muscle.
So you have a little
Yeah,
dentation.
so I thought I could never like that's the whole body, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're gonna see that part, but he was like, no, you're still good. You can do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did it, and I got lean. And my body actually looked better than before. So it was like, oh shoot. You know what I mean, it was pretty good, and I was like very motivated into it, and I was ready to roll. Then the business took off, and I was 8 weeks out, 7 weeks out, and I was like, shit, what do I do?
Mhm.
So I was like, which one is gonna benefit me more than anything? You know what I mean? So that
And what do you mean the business took off? Like what
like
happened?
it's just overall my we were expanding. We went to a bigger location. We're opening up a nutrition shop with a gym facility as well. We had to move everything out, do all that. You know what I mean, just start all over there again. You know what I mean?
And that's where you're at right now, right?
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
where I'm at. And it was kind of like, you know, what I mean, I had to give my full attention because it's either you fail or you're gonna go the other way. You know what I mean? So I had to make sure that I had my full what's it called? Focus and attention in the business.
And you went from what? How many square foot was the first one?
First one was like maybe 900,
And you went to what?
20, at 2400 right now.
100.
Yeah.
And it was you were trying to expand for what reason? More equipment, more
Just everything in
you just
general.
kept.
I wanted it just to keep growing. I don't want to be the same every year.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean, and every year, like I said, I was at 50 clients and I was just growing and growing. And then I would see the numbers and it was growing and growing. I was like, if I want to grow, and I was very my wife, and then I had other people that would tell me like, oh, this and that. You know, what I mean? But said I know what was best for my family overall, so I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. You know, what I mean? We're gonna get through it, and we did. You know, so
And now your business is it still just a one-on-one training? Is it hit training, or people can come in there,
everything, yeah,
they can get a membership also, just do their own
we
thing
have
too.
open gym, we
Okay.
have one-on-one training, group training, hit cardio, kickboxing, boot camps.
Plus you have classes also.
Yeah, we have
And
everything.
so now you have how many trainers do you have and stuff?
Right now, I think we have like five. Total staff on board is I think 11.
So 5 trainers,
Five trainers and the other are
and
just
the other
staff.
ones are staff like in the juice bar and stuff.
Sales, event coordinators, administration, and all that good stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
So
that's
then
what.
your decision was, okay, let me put the bodybuilding on hold, and
Yeah,
then you moved it, relocated your business. So,
yes,
you know.
relocated, trying to grow. I mean, even at this point right now where I'm at, like we want to just keep growing. I mean, so
And how's the business, aspect in Harlingen? I mean, every town has the ups and downs, you know.
yeah.
I mean, I know when I used to train in McAllen, I mean, missionary, I mean, it just clientele is different.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how is the clientele there, you know? Is it,
It's good. We have a
uh,
good team. We have good systems in place. We try not to keep no loopholes or gaps in our business. Of course, sometimes there is, but we always have new people coming in, new people signing up. People that are out of town, they end up in our gym just overall because of our team that what we do throughout the platform, social media,
okay.
and all that good stuff. Google, you know what I mean? So we have a good team overall, and that's where I'm at now. It's not really the training and all that. I still do it, but I'm more like make is a business growing, the reports, make sure that the numbers are going where they need to.
So you pull back a little bit from the group training or one-on-one training, or you
Everything,
still
yeah, just about. I have maybe one or two that say like I want you to train me, Roger. I'll train you.
and you also do because you do online coaching for prepping también, right?
Yeah,
You
I
prep?
do prep. I've learned along the way, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and I've had like what nine national qualifiers. I mean, I have a guy right now that he's a potential for like hitting the nationals this year. So he's a big
Bodybuilding?
yeah bodybuilding. So he has a show. I think it's Branch Warren, and then we're gonna get him another one.
Oh, so you're this in 2 weeks? You be
Yeah,
ranch? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So he's already like shredded to the
Yeah.
T. Yeah. So
Is this first show?
no, he did one without me, and then the second one he saw the big difference with me, and now he sees even
So
more
this is his third
difference.
show.
Yeah. Cool. So he has a potential. He just has his genetics are legit. So he has like good frame all around. So
And he's what, a heavyweight, lightweight,
heavyweight, yeah,
heavyweight, big boy.
yeah,
Oh, big boy.
yeah. He's a heavyweight. Yeah.
What is he weighing right now?
Right now, 215. Yeah. So it's pretty legit.
And you coaching for a show has a bug gotten? Oh man, I want to come back to do
Yeah.
bodybuilding show
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will be back. I will do another show because, like I said, I always had those little things that just took me off the track of finishing a show, and it's just something that I always love. And like I said, I'm very consistent, I'm disciplined, and I'm coachable. So anybody knows that any coach that knows about those three things knows that that person is gonna follow. If you tell them to do whatever, they're gonna follow, and you know what I mean. That's all you need. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was trying to tell some people is like my that's what my coach was my factory man. Remember, I mean, he would not check on you. He would not call you. Hey Roger, are you doing your
Yeah.
cardio?
Oh,
Hey Roger, you make sure you're eating. He just this is the plan,
yeah. That's
and
it.
and he knew you were doing it or not.
Yeah,
He
and I think that's what a lot of people nowadays they want you to be on them, and it's not. It's not.
it
Yay,
shouldn't be.
here's a plan. Follow it. You don't need no good job or this and that. Hey, just do what you got to do. Trust the process, and you're gonna get there where you need to. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, that's just the way. That's the way I was coached too. Even with Swander, like he wouldn't say, "Hey, good job, Roger," or text me.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, "Here's a plan. See you throughout the week, and I'll see you at the end of the week."
And I think that's why sometimes like I lose clients, bro,
Yeah,
because I'm not a babysitter, man,
yeah,
and I think they want that.
yeah.
And I'm like, to me, like I wasn't coached that way.
No, I wasn't there.
And like I said, Factory was one of my first coach I've ever had, and he just sent me my plan. He
That's
goes,
it.
follow it, check in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
When it was contest, check every week,
yeah,
and that's it. And I did man, I did it, man. Like I didn't like question him. Like you're saying, I wanted to. If I'm gonna invest this much,
yeah,
I want to take it to the next level. I'm gonna do it.
yeah. And that's the way I think a lot of times that's what's happening nowadays. They want that extra, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you just got to follow the plan, trust the guy. You hired the guy because you believe in what he does. Hey, follow what he's telling you, and you'll see the end result. Because at the end of the day, your physique is going to say what it is for you. So if you're not following it, it's going to show it. If you're following it, it's going to show it.
Yeah, and as a coach, and they know, and
Yeah,
now that you're coaching,
yeah,
they're following it to the T. You're like,
yeah.
oh, shit, and then you don't want to put them on the spot sometimes. You know
Yeah, you
yourself. You're
don't.
like,
And
okay, let's just stick with it, get back
yeah,
into plan,
yeah, and
because
that's what like what you were saying, like you lose clients, and that's what happens. You do lose clients because they want that extra, you know. And sometimes we weren't coached like that, so that's what we do, you
But
know.
I think too is like transformation maybe because
Yeah.
transformation it's a whole life change.
Oh
So
yeah,
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 you
yeah.
gotta be
Yeah.
supportive,
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
but when you get into bodybuilding
bodybuilding.
show like it's stage lean, you have to have that mindset already. You should have your mindset, like even that, like I didn't go into my coach thinking, well shit, am I gonna have my cheat meal?
Yeah,
Hey coach, am I gonna have a cheat meal? Like, dude, I didn't even ask till he told me. You
yeah,
know how he was, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like he wouldn't tell you, okay, go ahead. After a while, man, oh shit, bunk up your carb. Oh man, oh you know what? Go have a cheat meal. And he said, are
yeah,
you sure? Go do it. Okay.
yeah,
That's what it was with him. Like,
yeah. That's it.
I didn't go into the prep thinking, oh man, I can't wait for my cheat meal. I can't wait. No, I didn't even think that way. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have a
And that's
mindset
why I
that
think people think too much what they can't eat instead of focusing on what they can eat.
yeah,
You get what I mean? So
yeah.
they're talking about the bad foods, though. They're still with the bad habits, or they still thinking that. And when in reality, hey, this is chicken and rice, whatever, whatever, no cheat meal. Okay, that's all I can eat.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything
Just
else,
stick to that,
that's
and
it.
the body will change. It
Yeah,
will
the body
change.
will change. It's all what we do, what we eat, and how we do outside the gym. That's all at the end of the day.
So right now, I mean, when did you expand to the new place?
Right before COVID, it was crazy because if I wouldn't have, I probably would have been out of
At the
business. Yeah,
Oh shit.
because I didn't have my nutrition shop. So when during COVID, we were open our nutrition shop. So we were open the whole time, even though it wasn't making what the gym was making, but we were
But
still
you still
making
have people
something.
come in,
Yeah.
and then what do you sell there in your
We do shakes, juices, we do meal preps, energy drinks,
okay,
supplements, embodies, everything that is a nutrition shop, yeah.
okay,
And we're about to put in coffee. So that's our next step. So we're
cool,
actually gonna start selling coffee.
okay. So then that kind of gave you a little bit of leeway during COVID,
Oh
help you
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. It gave me a good one. It was like if I didn't have that, I probably would have been out of business because of everything the way it
And
went.
how after COVID and then we started getting the gym back, did you see a quick recovery, or it kind of took a while for it to get
Nah,
back
it
to
was
normal?
a quick recovery. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that I've always learned from my beginning of personal training and all that stuff is transformation, man. If you can't change someone's body and they don't see that, that's what they're there for, is for
Yeah,
results. They're not there for not it's not a bad thing, but camaraderie and all that,
yeah,
like just to hang out and this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
People are there. They're gonna pay you some good money to get good results. They ain't there just to like BS.
yeah.
That's what's one thing that I learned. And I've always learned I need transformations to help my resume, help everything. I've had over 70 to 100 transformations since I started. So, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that right after COVID, it just started picking up, you know, and then we started bringing the marketing team and we started bringing everybody in and it just all seemed to good and it worked good. And right now, like I'm working to get another team which is gonna fill in all the like systems in our gym, so everything's getting in place where it needs to. So yeah.
So then are you
Because
gonna
sorry, because what we're doing is we're trying to do the best we can, like make sure that it's to its full potential, and then we're gonna head to McAllen. Yeah.
so you want to do a second one over there?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We want three locations of McAllen and San Antonio.
Okay.
That's the goal. That's our main goal as a person overall, like since I started.
And your concept is it to keep it like that's ideally space, or you want to like
Oh no,
compete
I
already?
want a little bit bigger. Still, I want to have a whole bigger open gym for people that just want to work out.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want that bigger open gym. I want a own personal trainer, training part, and then of course the classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the team that you're working with, are they originally from McAllen, or are you gonna get from Harlingen and then take them over there?
No, we're just gonna, you know, what I mean, we're gonna put out look for interviews and
Okay.
all that stuff, and we see who's fit for the job. Yeah, that's pretty much.
You
And we
know,
have a team that actually, or they're about to start with our team, which they have daily what's it called, like meetings with them, like for the sales team, for the trainers and all that stuff. So it keeps everybody in tell you. It's at the end of the day, you need coaching for all over. If you want to grow your business, we want to grow like ourselves or bodybuilding, whatever, it's same thing as a business. That's how business becomes successful and keep on going.
do you have a location in mind in McAllen, or is that something you want to talk about, or is that, or you're already kind of,
Give or take, we've had a
yeah.
couple of already places, but we're just trying to get the best offers, so we've been
Okay.
kind of negotiating here and there. So,
Awesome, man. Well, I didn't know that. That's
so
good.
yeah,
That's good.
so
So McAllen and San Antonio.
that's
Okay.
my yeah, that's
Cool.
my ultimate goals. At the end of the day, all this is done because for investments for my kids when they'll have that for that opportunity for them when they grow older.
Good.
So that at the end of the day, that's what the whole purpose of all this is just to help overall like my family, generations to come and like so,
And you, like you said, you still want to come in to do a bodybuilding show.
yeah,
So
yeah, I still do. I still want to get back into it. I want to, you know, what I mean, like I said, I'm pretty much trying to get myself out of my facility for the most part, and once that starts rocking rolling, it's
so we're looking at maybe 2023 or
maybe yeah, it's
awesome.
very possible.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll come out there and say, hey, showtime.
And
Yeah.
is it something you're gonna go with the factory, or you can go with a different coach, or have you looked at other coaches, or
Factory
factory
probably for
club?
the most part. I don't know. I mean, I'll see what
Because
my
I know he
options.
slowed down a bit on
Yeah,
coaching.
I saw that.
He went to
Maybe I'll just go with you. You never know.
hey, let me know, man. I'm here. Especially if you're coachable, man. That's a plus for me, man.
Yeah, there
You
you
get him in a question, you're not gonna answer me. Hey, come on, Jace, help me. You know?
go. I know you know your stuff too, man. So I mean, I might just call you. Hey, go on. Let's get it rock and rolling.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So, what advice do you have for upcoming somebody that wants to get into the industry as you? Because you started with not being in the industry to being in the industry. So, what advice would you have somebody that came up to you, or like you got trainers, like you know, and then they think about, hey, you know, I want to get my own studio. Well, what advice would you give somebody that?
Just at the end of the day, they just need to make sure that they look at the big picture. Make sure that they're leading by example because at the end of the day, everyone's looking at us what we do, and you in order to attract people, and then for us to get more clients and all that good stuff, they need to be able to be the leader of the whole facility. So that's one of my advice to do because I feel like sometimes that we don't look at the big picture. We just because I get it all the time, and especially like in interviews, they'll say, "Oh, I want to open my gym, and I want to open my gym, I want to open my gym," and I tell them like, you don't know like one step, like you gotta. And I think if I could tell myself back in the day, I would have at least look into it more and I would have already been more advanced where I'm at right now because there's so much. A lot of times we don't want to get advice from anybody because we're just hard headed and we think we know it all. But at the end of the day, there's so many people that already done it and already been through it. And why not go ask them for advice and invest in pain, which it might be kind of little, it might be quite a bit, but you're learning a skill and a tool that's going to help you in the long run. You know, so
Yeah. No,
that's my advice because at the end of the day, we don't want to get we don't want to we don't want to get told what to do from other people. We think we know it all, and we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree. When I opened my own gym, I didn't have, nobody told me anything about the gym business. I kind of went head foot and I did really good. And then
Mm,
but like I said, if I knew what I knew now I told myself I would be in a different area.
yeah.
I mean, it's true. Like, but hey, that's being a business. You
Yeah.
learn from it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah.
My thing is I love from what I had from this. I love the smaller environment. It's more personal. I think I
Gotcha.
liked it. That's what I miss my old gym, but it was so big and so stressful, man.
Gotcha.
Stressful
Yeah.
as hell.
I can imagine.
But now, like here is, yeah, good loyal members, and I think that's what I like. It's
Yeah.
more personal, and
Personal.
they like it.
Yeah.
But I don't have any trainers. I had one trainer here, but I don't have a lot of trainers here. Like, and me too. Like, I like more like the online coaching. I don't, because
Yeah.
if I'm gonna train 1-on-1, which I have one client, they better bust ass.
Yeah.
I'm also like, I'm
Yeah.
not here to talk to you. I'm not here to, how was your weekend?
Yeah.
We're here to work,
It would work.
and
Yeah.
that's the only ones that the clients, if I know they are that dedicated and they're gonna commit for the whole month and they can pay me and they can commit and I see the commitment maybe.
Yeah.
But somebody that's, hey, train me.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
people don't realize that they want us to train this and this, and then want to make sure that they're committed, and we'll be committed to you. That's just the way it goes.
And from the different aspects that you have, because you have personal training, then you have open gym, and then you have classes. What is the one that's generating the most for you?
Group training,
Your training.
the group training, which is a personal training, but we have like two to three trainers training everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll have
You have
like
classes? Is it like you come at this time?
yeah, and we
There.
have we have our own branded app. We have our own generated system in our facility where they check in and all that good stuff. So they pretty much go on that app. They check in the class, and we already know how many people are coming in, and we're already rocking those.
And it's unlimited for them, like that when they
Oh no,
pay,
no,
or they could only come at certain times.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like say they do group training, they're only gonna have 12 sessions for 28 days, and that's all it's gonna let them check in.
So they could only come in once. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they can if they want to come in 5 times a week, they can. But
Yeah.
they're gonna have to
But
pay
they
again
said okay.
faster.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant because
Yeah.
I know some are like unlimited or something.
Yeah.
I like that system. That's good.
Yeah.
That's smart
Yeah.
because it's true. Like you kind of keep it one is you want to keep it condensed so it's not overflowing.
Yeah.
And then like you want to keep it. I know.
And just a quick, it's a like a little bit of knowledge on that part because the reason I do that is you actually get like 2 or 3 months extra out of the year in pay and revenue. So that's how.
How's
So
that?
say like every instead of saying every month, you do every 28 days. So there's like 3 months out of the year or 4 months that have 5 weeks. So you
Okay.
add an
Okay.
extra
There
year.
you go.
So yeah. So those are little tweaks that
Yeah.
help your revenue at the end of the month or the year.
Okay.
So a lot of people do like every 30 days, which they're only going to get 12 months of revenue versus
Yeah.
28 days. It actually breaks it up and you get an extra month, two
And do
months.
some of them like eventually like, man, I want to do more classes. They pay more for more classes,
Oh
or
yeah,
and
yeah. We have people that pay like for 4 days. We have people that pay all year for the whole year, 6 months, 3 months, everything. It's just yeah. So
and there's a lot of stuff. How to learn about all these like techniques and stuff like.
just different people. Like I hang out with or not hang out with. I talk to people that think bigger than me, and that's the thing that we tend to just be with the people. Like if we're the smartest person in the room, then we're in the wrong. We got to be with people that think bigger and are smarter than us because that's where you learn. So one of the guys is David Bettis. He's a business guy from Harlingen, but he has businesses all over. Like he has like 8 businesses, and I learn a lot from him. Like he just his videos, daily videos. He gives you all kind of different tactics of business and this and that, and it's just amazing how you can learn so much and just everything in general. And this is kind of off the subject, but like more in finances and financial where a lot of people struggle how to control their finances, you know what I mean? So that and he helps you a lot of ways how to distribute your money and how to do things and all that good stuff.
And that's I think a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that. I
Yeah.
think they're just society right now is everybody's just
Yeah.
day to day kind of thing.
Everything, yeah.
It's tough, man. It's a tough. It's tough, and especially right now with the economy going
Yeah.
the way it is. So it's
Yeah.
you got to be
And the
real.
one thing he says is like don't let the economy dictate your life. You dictate. No matter the gas is high, you should have enough money to pay for the gas. Don't complain about it. Like you should have enough in your bank account to say, you know what, let's go. You know, I mean, who cares? I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that with it. So that's one of his things he says. So he kind of calls it building your own economy.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about whatever the government's doing or whatever. We just worry about what we're doing. Make sure that we're at ease for the next year or two, which you have enough income for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's
So
true.
yeah,
It's true.
it's pretty cool. So yeah.
So what? I don't know if you have any last words. I mean, you want to let people know? Do you have any special going on, or do you have anything going on with
With
your
the
gym?
gym,
You know?
yeah, no, just we do have free boot camps every Wednesday at 5:30 and every Saturday at 9 a.m. We are located in Harlingen, 614 at Kerry Drive. Stop by. We have a nutrition shop. We check your in body for fat, muscle, water, all that good stuff. And our shakes do. We pretty much put all natural stuff in there, all fruits. They're not nothing
No
parade.
syrups.
No, nothing. Yeah. So that's the
Good,
thing. Like I'm a
good.
trainer.
Yeah,
So I know these things because I
yeah.
want to keep everything healthy. You know, and I don't want to put the extra stuff. So pretty much we have everything available from personal training, group training, hit cardio, boot camps, all that good stuff. Stop by and just check out our staff. They're pretty much good customer service overall.
What's the phone number they can contact you?
956-230-0228.
And
Yes, sir.
social media?
The Perfect Body Studio on us. We have what's it called? You can go to Facebook and Instagram for the most part. That's where we're at. Our
Awesome.
platforms.
So if you guys are in the East Coast side of the valley,
Yeah.
east side, valley, that's a good place to go check out. I don't know it was an open gym too, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for a more humble place to work out,
Yeah.
not these crazy packed
Yeah.
gyms, you want to go in and get a good workout. And I remember when I went to go visit, he got really good equipment in there,
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go check it out, go check it out.
Yeah.
So we'll cut it off here, man. So thanks for watching. Make sure you guys give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you follow us at Texas Bodybuilding News for coaching, CoachJasonMartinez.com. Follow my team and the IG team Jack. So next time, the last rep in, and so next time, peace.
Go
If you guys are interested in some great supplements, link is in the description. Jack Factory, check them out. Good line of good quality supplements. Use my code Jason, get 15% off the products. If there's some products you're trying to, you want to know more about, direct message me, hit me up, tell you which ones are good, for your goals, stuff like that. So go check it out.